Hey y'all, so I'm gonna do the angel cards a little bit different because and I got sage running right here, just so you know. But that way it's for all of us, okay? Since I did earlier today, I did the well, you just see it, it just popped out. Alright, let's see, we got that one. Alright. Number 5, and this is for everybody, okay? So we're going to do it today. Because earlier today, there's a post, pick your angel number. I was led to do it earlier. All right, number 5. Important changes are upon you, and these will bring about many positive opportunities for you. Look at the changes with a positive attitude. They are destined to bring long-term benefits. Be grateful for opportunities no matter how you feel about them. They are good for you. The angels are helping you to make good, healthy choices for your body, mind, and spirit. Trust assured the angels support you through these transitions. If feeling fear, release them to the heavenlies. They are on standby. Only you know your heart's desires, and only you can fulfill them in your own unique way. So, I'm trying to think a way to explain a heart's desire. And don't let nobody tell you your heart's desire is wrong or right, anything like that. That is strictly between you and God, okay? Because what God will end up doing is, because sometimes there's things that we want, we think they're good for us, they're not, okay? But it is a part of the purpose, and it helps us get to where we're meant to be. And He will do a molding. So the closer you draw to God, what his desires for your life become your desires, all right? But at the same time, I'm trying to figure out how to explain this. Have you ever had a longing for something, like ever since you were a child? Like when I was a little girl, I always knew I'd have a big family. I always knew that. My grandparents helped mold that and put that in me, and I thank them for that. But so, but have you ever had something like when you were younger? Maybe it's music or something. You never know, some kind of art or anything like that. I had a pastor's wife one time try to in a sense, knock down my heart's desire. And it was really hard on me because it did make me question. I was like, maybe I am wrong. And then I had somebody else, because to be honest, strictly no fear. Serve God, sincerely serve God. And then, of course, I want a happy family. You know what I mean? I want a good husband. That's always been my heart's desire. And I made the mistake of, I guess, revealing it and looking for a validation or like, like applauding. I didn't mean it like that. You know what I mean? But I didn't have to share what I can't remember the whole ordeal with it. But I remember saying one time, like, one person told me, they were like, you gotta want more than that. And I'm like, and this was a minister to me, and I was like, what? I was new in my faith, and I was completely sincere, and I was like, wait, what? He was like, no, you want more than that. I was like, no, I don't. Now I know he was just projecting himself off of me. He didn't mean no harm, but it harmed me. So, I tell you that to let you know, like, don't look to a person to be like, to tell you what your heart desire is. You know what I mean? And also, I had him say that to me, and then I had a pastor's wife say that um, having to want a husband is like a silly heart's desire. I'm like, what? Like, and it kind of crushed me. I was like, I've been wrong. Because she's like, well, what are you gonna do when he dies? So you gotta have. And I'm like, why do we gotta think about that? Like, God will play all that out. You know what I mean? So I tell you all that to encourage you and let you know that you don't have people tell you what your desire is. That is between you and God, and that's what the angels are telling you. Only you know your heart's desire, and only you can fulfill it, okay? With the heavenly assistance, okay? And a lot of times, a lot of people, I've heard people say that they had ideas for a certain heart's desire, and then along their walk with Christ, he ended up like kind of altering it, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, don't ever let nobody tell you, you know what I mean? Okay. Alright. 989. 989 is a strong message that some part of your life will be coming to an end or closure. This may be due to something no longer positively serving you. Accept these changes with a positive frame of mind. You will find once completed, these will serve you better and bring better opportunities. Grow beyond any limits hindering you. Pay attention to your behaviors. You will learn when you decide to see things with fresh eyes and you are drawn to higher and more positive, productive beliefs. You are encouraged to live your life as a positive example. Trust you will be fully supported by the angelic and spiritual realm as you fulfill your destiny. Alright, let's see if there's another more. Again, if you would like your own angel deck, hit me up. Preferably, I want to wait to really, you know, like until this is done, but I know the benefit it had on myself, and so if you want your own angel deck, hit me up. If your bank account is low, I understand. I'll do my best to work with you, but just understand that they are handcrafted, so to speak. All right, and then I gotta take time to pull your numbers, okay? And communicate and get your numbers for your deck. Every deck will be uniquely and divinely created. All right. Also, sage. I do need to get some more, but if you want some sage, I don't plant it in my yard yet, but I do have. I do dry it out and bundle it. And I also got, if you want some oils, like I said, the oils aren't like handcrafted, so to speak, but I mix them. And these things, I offered them to you because, okay, there's another one. I offer them to you because I know the benefit they have helped have on me. You know what I mean? So if you feel the need, though, you know, I will hit me up. All right, I got you. Everything's like not really set up yet at this moment, but if you got a need, I got you. We will get it set up. Just remember, I can't tell you how long your cards would take, period. I just can't. Because it deals with communication and the numbers being given to me. When my deck was created, oh my goodness, they had me on a whirlwind. And they're letting me breathe lately. I haven't really been seeing numbers like I was because this deck, you know, and they want me to finish filling all the meanings in. So it will take time, you know what I mean? I just can't tell you how long of a time. But your numbers, everybody's deck would be completely different. All right. All right. Number 88. 88 is a powerful number telling of achievements, success, and striving forward, progress, and attainment. 88 is a message to keep your finances in line, for this will help set a solid foundation for you and loved ones. The angels support you in all that you do, but only you can put in proper work. Believe in yourself. You are asked to live up to your full potential. Your life purpose and soul mission is fully supported by the heavenlies. Financial blessings and material support are on the way. This number may be suggesting unexpected rewards for past good work. The heavenlies want to bless you. Great financial abundance will be yours now and later. Keep believing and go ahead and give thanks. Alright, I'm going to try to do one more. Oh, 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 oh. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Where were you on the 14th of the 15th of the 16th hour? Ha ha! This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it. Okay. We have a peep out. Can you see it? Perfect peep out. 744. The angels ask that you start believing in yourself more and humbly see yourself as the bright light you are. They are helping you with your self-esteem because you have much to do in this life. To achieve, you must see yourself for who you are, child of God. Don't be afraid to be authentic. Your determination is paying off. Focus on being your authentic, beautiful self, but you must take care and nurture yourself in your truths. So don't get lost in the hustle and the bustle. Man, I did that for years. Like, my energy level's not running out at all, but it's actually increasing. But at a more organized rate. So, like me, okay, so for me, I've always been a mother since I was 16, right? I always ended up being like a stay-at-home mom until, well, with my ex-husband, I would have jobs here and there, just to get some work, because they were like, well, I need you to go to work. And I'm like, okay, whatever, chump. And, because I wasn't raised like that, but I like working. Don't think I don't. But that's not how I was raised. So, it took a while for God to get my old stuff off of me. You know what I mean? And that was all before I even got saved. So, what was it? Oh, so when I got saved and I got divorced, that's one reason why, I stayed. And and I tell you this in hopes to encourage you, help you, let you know you're not alone, especially if you're going through it. There are a lot of people, they understand. Might be a different situation, but we understand without understanding. You know what I mean? So don't let nothing hold you back. I stayed in a very bad relationship for a while because right before I got saved, because I didn't think I could be a mother of 3 kids and support myself and my children. It just sounded unbelievable to me because of how I grew up. And then my mom was always home and she had a chronically ill son that she had to cater to. So my mom she wasn't able to work like that. Her job was her son, So it was very challenging for me to understand that I could do it I didn't have to stay in that relationship to take care of mine. You know what I mean? Was it easy? Heck no. But I tell you this much. Man, when I got saved, oh my goodness. I am a multitasker. Straight up. I can multitask, okay? But you just got to be careful with your energy. You got to be careful with your energy. You can maybe do a lot, but I tell you this much right now. People that are not good for your life, they will drain you intentionally because they're just crazy. They're true crazy people. But they will drain you intentionally, okay? So, one thing I noticed with me was I didn't, and honestly, I was taking care of myself and doing me. I mean, and taking care of my family, you know what I mean? But I can look back and see where maybe, and God's still teaching me how to properly take care of myself, because I'm like, what do you mean? Because I've been a mom since I was 16, and all the focus has always had to be on everybody but me. And that even started at a child age. So, nurturing yourself can be very challenging. But what happened in my story was the older I'm getting, I'm realizing that, yeah, ultimately you have to slow it. You get to a point where you got to slow it down. You got to take care of yourself, even if it involves letting people go, keeping a distance from, separating yourself. It's People are going to get in their feelings no matter what. You do what you got to do to better yourself so you can be better for people. All right? We're not people pleasers, we're God pleasers. But we are in this earth to help uplift humanity and show them love and give them the love and the attention and teach them, how to be a good human being, honestly. Because some people don't know that. They weren't raised like that. And I get it because I've been there. I mean, I was raised with a good heart, I don't know, maybe somebody can vibe with that. But but things are challenging, and the older we get, yeah, like we get energy, but comes a point in time where you need to have a timeout. You need to have a timeout. Don't worry about It's hard not to worry about others when you've devoted your whole self to others. It's a very humble and honorable thing. But you must take time for yourself. You must. Or you're going to get to a point where this gets affected. Everything gets affected. So be your authentic self. Love yourself. Do what it is. Don't give all your love away to where you have nothing to give yourself. Somebody's got to love you. And it starts with you. Okay? The old saying that says, if I can't love myself, how can anybody love me? That's true, but at the same time, I don't really believe in that. Because when you're set up with the divines, so to speak, they know how to help put that love back in you that you never received. All right? And it's not your fault. Not everybody is going to abandon you or leave you for your troubles. They actually want to help you. And they understand it could be a fighting battle and you could be kicking and screaming like a, a child having a tantrum fit in the corner of a room, and you're full grown. There's more people than you realize that understand that. It's just hard to get to them sometimes. And I've been there, But so I agree with the saying, but at the same time, as a Christian, I disagree with it. You know what I mean? But there does come a time like, you have to take accountability for yourself, But so yeah, let's stay off of that whole thing, because it's one of those things I agree to disagree. You know what I mean? Because I know firsthand you can't push away God's people. You can't. There might be a distance that's created, but if you are sincere in heart and you are truly trying to work with yourself, God's people know, because we're all connected. All right? And we all understand we're all human. And we all have errors, and there's things that society has pumped in us, the world has pumped in us, because we're in a worldly world, though we're not of the world. And the right people understand that. And they'll be ushered in to help you. All right? But they can't do all the work for you. You're going to have to take time to love yourself, make the correct decisions as well, But God's people, they're going to treat you kind through the process. All right? I do not agree with constructive criticism. I think that's a bunch of bull crap. Now, who's the chef of Hell's Kitchen? I gotta go there, man. I think it's in Vegas. But Gordon Ramsay. I love Gordon Ramsay. Okay? He has constructive criticism. But those people sign a paper to give them the right for constructive criticism on them. Does that make sense? Constructive criticism is a bunch of bullcrap. Period. It's not. It does more damage if you do not sign up for it than what it does good. Because it teaches you how to suppress your feelings and say screw you. So you never learn how to love yourself. You just learn how to fight back your tears and deal with a tough, cold world. So, if it makes you feel any better, Shay don't agree with constructive criticism. I think we need to wipe that off the planet. That's been my whole life. And so that's why I know that it's not okay for people to treat you like that. It's not okay, too, for people to push you away and tell you that you made them push you away. No. God stepped in and said, you aren't the chosen one for my chosen one. Okay? I love you. Let's see if we can pull another number. Come on, man. That's like so many. Top on. Bottom top. Top. Ding! Dang it, it's got through the numbers. It's like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to. You're so kind, though. I love y'all. Alright. Angels are kind. I don't know. Okay. Well, let's do 88 again. 88 is a powerful number telling of achievement, success, and striving forward. Progress and attainment. 88 is a message to keep your finances in line, for this will help set a solid foundation for you and loved ones. The angels support you in all that you do, but only you can put in the proper work. Believe in yourself. You are asked to live up to your full potential. Your life purpose and soul mission is fully supported by the heavenlies. Financial blessings and material support is on the way. This number may be suggesting unexpected rewards for past good work. The heavenlies want to bless you. Great financial abundance will be yours now and later. Keep believing, keep praying, and keep giving thanks. $432. Pay attention to your dreams and daydreams, reoccurring thoughts, visions, and feelings. Take time to meditate, connect, and communicate with the heavenly realm to find your balance and clarity. Continue to serve your soul mission. That is what you have been doing. Ask for guidance as needed. Trust all is happening at divine timing. If you have been considering a new direction, even for career, now is the time. Find peace in the now moments. Let the future go. Now moments set the future, so do good today. Hang out and do things that make you happy. Love and pamper yourself. You deserve it. All right. And yeah, stay in the now. Don't stress about tomorrow. And that's, wow, that's a really hard thing to say. I get it. I get it. But it's possible. It's completely possible. If you tell yourself you're going to freak out, you're freaking out. Period. It's so funny because in some situations that I'm going through, I was like, man, am I going to end up passing out? And I heard I was watching my sister on YouTube, and she's like, if you tell yourself, and she wasn't even, she's a divine, but she, I was like, oh my goodness, she's talking right to me, That's how God works. And but she was like, if you tell yourself you're gonna pass out, you're gonna pass out, and I'm like, oh, I'm not passing out. But yeah, so it was pretty cute. But what is it? Jesus said, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow has enough to worry about self. Something like that. He's telling us to stay in the moment. Stay in the moment and trust him. And what kind of father gives a son a rock or snake if the son is saying he's hungry? Sadly, there are fathers that would absolutely do that. And that's why also in the Word of God, it lets you know that you are adopted into a family and that you have a father. Maybe your fleshly father, I'm sorry, wasn't, even mother. But God has adopted you into a family of royalty. We're royalty. Straight up, we are royalty. Royal blood flows through our veins. And the whole world knows it. That's why we get picked on. And I just keep on laughing. It's okay. Alright. Number 52. What's up? Angels are saying that important life changes may come about sooner than expected, and in unexpected and miraculous ways. Your angels want you to be open and receptive to your intuitive thoughts and take action as needed. Trust yourself in the choices you have made, for they align you with your life purpose. The changes happening will bring positive outcomes. Have faith and trust yourself. And trust yourself on the inside. Go with the flow. Intuition. They've been trying to block that out for a very long time. Intuition. When an animal, everybody wants to talk all this crap about animals. God put us in charge of the animals. We are to love and to take care of them. I'm telling you, man, that everybody should have a food stamp card for their animal. Period. Or, and there's some, they're like, well, I don't need that. I can afford it. Okay, good, great. We'll pass it on to the next person that can't. Maybe they can adopt some extra animals because you're busy doing what you do to, to support your stuff, which is fine. But, if you don't want it, that's fine. Pass it on to the next family, and the next family can maybe take in these animals. We wouldn't have no strays if we had it situated. So when Shay becomes president, one of the first things we're going to do is we are going to add animal food to food stamps. And we're also going to figure out a way that everybody gets a food stamp card. Everybody. And if you don't want your food, or if you're too high and you got your ego issue, I don't need no food stamps. Okay, good for you. Pass it on to the next person. Nobody should be hungry. And if we are overloaded with extra handouts of food stamp cards because people don't want them, all right, well, we can start shipping those things overseas and feeding the people that also need to be fed. All right? But I can tell you this much right here. It's pretty ridiculous in America how we got people hungry. We never asked you your status. I just want to know why you are hungry. I also want to know why these churches want people to give IDs when they're saying they're hungry and make an appointment to come out two days later to pick up their food. That's not how that works. Anyways, that's my little harping. And one of the first things we're going to do too is we're going to save the salamanders. Watch my other video. You'll learn all about the immortal salamanders that scientists do their scientific probing things with, and cut open this animal and cut its heart to watch it grow back. Why does that benefit anything? Google it. Immortal salamanders. Yeah, they need our help. They're so beautiful. They got like little crowns on their head and stuff. They're adorable. And these freaking idiots that have the true mental disorders are sitting there prying at them, cutting them open, cutting their hearts, watching their hearts grow back in their brains and stuff. Did they give them pain medication at least? Probably not, because it's a freaking animal. Oh, well, we got to go by the animal cruelty laws. What's the significance of you cutting open that animal? You already know what it can do, but why do you still got more? Why do you continue to do this? There's no point in it, you freaking ding-dong. Well, if you lay down on that table, we'll have plenty of fun. We'll make sure we give you pain medicine, too. That's me. I shouldn't be saying all that. Number 112. That flew out right when I said that. Don't be hindered by old habits that need to change. Thank you, God. Thank you, heavenly angels. Look to new experiences with optimism. We are going in and we are busting down the door. We are going to get those salamanders and we're going to free them for the whole world. Yes. All right. Flip negative to positive. We got kind of dark for a second because I was getting angry thinking about that. All right. We're going to bust those doors. Save the salamanders, man. Everybody gets a salamander. It's a immortal little guy and he's got a crown on his head. You think I'm crazy? Go Google it. Immortal salamanders. Don't be hindered by old habits that need to change. Look to new experiences with optimism, for they bring about favorable changes. When one door closes, another opens. Trust yourself and understand your spirit, man. I'm fixing to cut this video short. This is the last number. Trust yourself and understand your spirit, man, has chosen all of this. Be yourself, learn yourself, upgrade your living space with loving and peaceful surroundings. Get things that remind you of happy places as a child. Maybe cook a family meal that your grandparents cooked because they are with you. Practice meditating. Push out peace and positivity on all who will listen. Share your new findings with the human race to inspire and uplift them. So, yeah. So, one thing I did that I found very therapeutic was I made a dinner that I grew up. I remember as a little girl, my grandparents' farm eating and having my family around. My happy places as a little girl. They would make like sausages and sauerkraut, and I made a meal the other night and introduced it to my children. I told my kids, like, this is, if your ancestors were coming over, this is what part of the meal that we'd be making for them. And we had sausages with sauerkraut. I haven't cooked sauerkraut in a long time. I really like it, man. And what else do we have? Oh, chopped up fried potatoes with some bacon in it and nice and fried. And then what was it? Help me remember. Oh, French style green beans with bacon. And I forgot to get the horsey sour sauce, though. And the difference is, I want to get a whole set of cast irons. Oh, I love cast irons. My mama had cast irons. She took care of those. But, yeah. So, but it was very therapeutic, I found. And then I, like, baked a cake, and I kind of went on intuition. I just started adding things, y'all. Like, I was like, oh, we got chocolate chip cookies? Okay. Chocolate chips? Put them in the batter. That cake was good. And so I put chocolate chips in the batter, the cake batter. You know, cake batter was from a box. But I put it in the batter, and then what's really good, oh my goodness. Before you put your cake in the, when you go to put your cake in the oven to start baking it, not after, to start it, take cinnamon and sprinkle a layer of cinnamon over the cake. It's good. It's the bomb diggity, man. Like, that just came naturally, intuition. I was like, I went up there looking for something, and my hands ended up touching the cinnamon, pulling it down. I'm like, are you sure about this, Dad? And he's like, mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, we'll try. And it was good. My teenager loved it. I was really surprised. I never cooked a cake with cinnamon. So, yeah, just when you get your cake batter in your pot, your pan, just take cinnamon and just, oh, it was so good. And then it sounds like it might, I know how it sounds, but I was really worried about trying it. And then, you know, yeah, it was really good. Even with the icing and everything going over it, you know what I mean? And it cooked down into the cake. It was really good. Get chocolate chip cookies, throw them in the cake batter, and before you cook it, throw it all in the cake batter with your eggs and everything, whatever the box says. Or if you do it homemade, just get chocolate chip cookies. Chocolate chips, put it in there, And then right when you go to put it in the oven, top a layer of it, get a layer of cinnamon, and then put it in the oven and let it bake. It's really good. Same with this one guy told me before. He's like, you need a pat in that to IHOP. I was like, what? He's like, he loved my pancakes. I took pancakes to church one morning, and he just blessed my heart. He ate all of them. and they were good, but I got a special pancakes I make. Haven't made them in a while. I need to. But yeah, so yeah, you know, and then like I'm not really one for candy or anything anymore, but I'll get an almond mound or whatever, because my papa, that's what he used to eat. So, and it makes me feel good when I eat them. And I learned that it's a part of my happy place, like it's a part of my inner child. And so yeah, I encourage that. But let me get off of here. So, and I'll come back, be back with another video. I love you.